Why Bill Stevens' instructional approach developmentally appropriate for middle school students and not developmentally appropriate for elementary school students. I saw that he used a lot of the higher order thinking skills, and usually elementary students don't have that development to answer higher order thinking questions like that. He had a lot of problem solving questions to ask them. It was a big scenario that they had to figure out on their own, come up with their own moral right or wrong, what they should do, and usually elementary students don't have that. According to Erickson's identity versus role confusion stage, which are the middle school students and what stage they're in at that time, they are trying to figure out who they are in life. They want to figure out how they fit into society, so they need those problem solving skills. They need to know how to use those in real life. Question number 2, how does Bill show that he understands his students' readiness to engage in reflectivity? He gives them the skills that they need in order to complete the task. He wants them to ask questions and interact with the other students, giving them time to interact with their peers, build that peer relationship that they need at that time, and give them time to respond to the scenario that he has given to them. Number 3, what does the teacher do that shows his understanding of the student's stage of moral development? He asked them, what would you do? How do you do this? He's coming from that moral development according to Piaget, and wanting to know how they will react to it. If they're heteronomous or autonomous in their morality, and wanting to know what side they will take and how it is to them. Question number 4. Why did Bill likely choose the story of Charles and Flora in the barn? How does the use of this story affect students' moral reasoning? It makes them start thinking about how they would handle the situation. It also would tell the teacher what kind of Kohlberg stage they are in according to his moral reasoning. If they're pre-conventional, conventional, or post-conventional. Like on page 54, the chart shows, it would also let the student would show what moral development stage they're in according to Piaget, if it's heteronomous or autonomous morality. Heteronomous meaning that rules are permanent and not to be broken. Autonomous meaning that there's a time when it's okay to break the rules. In the story, it was about slaves who it was your choice whether to help them or not help them. You should come up with hunches and questions and figure out what you think you should do based on your moral beliefs. And I think that really helped the students develop that type of morale reasoning. Question number 5, what does Bill do that supports students' development of positive peer relationships and shows his understanding of his students' increasing dependence on peers? He lets them answer the questions on their own, build their own knowledge, think about it, hunches, what sort of questions, hunches leading to the questions, building all that peer relationship with the students, letting them talk amongst each other and come up with their own answers. He didn't do a lot of scaffolding, is what you would see with the younger students. He let them figure it out on their own, building up their self-esteem, their self-concept, which is their socio-emotional development. And I think that's about it.